So, hello guys, it's finally me again. Probably we will have a short stream today, but let's see. Actually, I don't know, but I have a very bad sleep today. But anyway, let's go. So we have a few changes here. For example, we need to update our server tracker because I have more languages right now. So the first part of the stream will be about updating the server tracker localization. So let's work on this right now. And then we probably will move to creation of the new one application. I would like to have a very simple watch OS application with like T tracker. I have a lot of T right now, and I would like to have a very simple and predefined timers as well as for the cold shower. So that's why I would like to, you know, work on the T timer application. It is very specific, very simple, and maybe it is useful. For me, it is definitely useful, that's why I will develop it for sure. But maybe someone also will find this useful for themselves, and I will earn a bit of money. But it's not like 100% for sure. So let's go to the server tracker. Firstly, let's remove this one guy here, and let's have like older version. I would like to have test if the update is working actually. So let's go to the old one here. We can just, you know, check out commit. We have changes. What changes do we have? Okay, some format changes. Format changes. So let's check out this commit. Let's have pub-get here as well. After that, we will install it to the emulator. I will start my streak, and after that, I will update my app and run it on the same emulator. So I will test the update process and to prevent the streak from disappearing, because maybe something is wrong and I need to, you know, check the release before making some other changes or something. So because the app is quite popular in my scope, that's why, you know, I need to test it before doing anything. Sorry for being passive today, but as I said, I have a very bad sleep for some reasons. I have some stomach pain. I don't know why. But let me check it. If tomorrow will be the same, I will probably check the doctor. But I hope that everything will be just so. So it's very, very short stream, maybe like 1.5 hours. But anyway, in the first part we will work on localization. On the second part we will start the new application development. But let's start with the server tracker check. So for example, we have started the streak yesterday, or maybe I'm idiot. Or maybe in this date, this doesn't matter right now. So we have 7 days, for example. Let's close this. Let's reopen it to check. So 7 days, okay. After that, let's go back to the master branch. Let's fetch changes. Let's pub get it. These things can be discarded. And let's run the application once again, so it will be updated like emulation of the update from the App Store. Just to check if anything is broken or not. I hope no. But it's always better to check, you know. And after that I will push the app to the App Store. And on Android I need to do the same. But initially I will just update the metadata. By the way, we can work on the metadata update already. So this is the tea app already brewing. But let's work on the metadata for now. Let's go to admin panel in the App Store. Let's have a look at this. We have some terms of use, but actually I don't have a subscription, so maybe I can remove the terms of use. So we are working on the localization. Basically, let's also have app title and subtitle. So app title can be retrieved here, and subtitle is here. And let's ask our guy to have let's have this translated to the French, Portuguese is taken into the account as so and so. So we have this task for this guy here. In the meantime, let's check. Yes, trick is working. Let's try to check. Okay, we have something here. Okay, keep going. So this is just nice and working. Let's close the application to check if everything is working just fine after the update. It seems so. So let's go and build our application for the, you know, App Store upload. I will have a manual upload using the transporter. In the meantime, let's go and work on the screenshots as well, because now we need to make screenshots and I need to check what screenshots I have for this application. So let's open it, and in the meantime let's check this thing. So we have Portuguese translation, but what about the title and subtitle? This thing just ignore it. Oh no. So let's try to use it. Let's add the Portuguese here. Maybe Portuguese Brazil then? I don't know actually. But let's start with that. So we have updated this thing. Let's go to the main description and update these things too. For the... oh no, oh no, 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 no. Fortunately, I haven't pushed the save button. That's why the English description is not hard. But anyway, so let's check if everything is okay. It seems we have like not so cool layout of the description. Let's work a bit on that. I don't understand language, but I understand the layout. So should be working for us. Let's have provide a list of keywords too. So we need the keywords too for this app. I mean like for the App Store plot, so they are divided by but it's much bigger. So I'm asking this thing to help me. Okay, so it's still bigger than that. Maybe this version? No. Let's remove this one, maybe. Okay. In the meantime, let's upload our build here. So we need to update screenshots as well, as I already said. Let's add the new language here. We will use the AI translations. Let's see how they look already. So as you can see, the titles has been updated and we need to update the screenshots. So the app screens is very useful, but you also need to make, you know, some work by yourself. And let's do this. The 32 is very nice, by the way. The screenshot composition is also very nice, and I really like it. Maybe that's why this thing is much popular than other things in my pocket. Let's make it more sexier by providing the more cooler streak. For example, this. Okay. Let's also change this to Portuguese. I mean, like, I need screenshots. So these things are not localized, but maybe that's fine. It's not localized in every language. So let's have a few screenshots here. For calendar, let's have like more greenish one here. So The dark theme is also need to be shown. So let's do this. We have a dark theme here. Let's show this main in the dark mode. Let's show the calendars and health benefits as well. Still sorry for the very passive voice, etc. Really doesn't feel well today, but still working. So let's have these screenshots and milestone achievement screenshots. So we have all needed screenshots here. Let's start to work on this thing. So Portuguese is selected. Let's use global screenshots here. Let's go to the desktop, and this is the first one. Second one is the same one, just the bottom of it. Oh, I mean the top. Let's check actually what we have here after this upload. So in Portuguese, yes, we have Portuguese language here. So let's continue our work of changing the screenshots. Let's change this one. They also the same. Both are the same. And let's save it. So it's working still. Oh, I forgot to have this screenshot for the mood tracker for the journaling. Let's make the screenshots as well. So we have made it. And let's check it how it is working. So here you go. Portuguese screenshots. Let's have the dark theme screenshots. Now the milestones. And the health benefits. So we have all needed screenshots for Portuguese. Let's save them. Let's go back to the English just to check if everything is just fine. It seems so. So we will also have one more language. It is French. So let's add it here. Actually, it's very cool, yes. So let's also post it in threads. because it is like built in public. And let's go and have a French screenshots. So let's go back to the app screens. Let's go to French here. And let's create the screenshots once again for the French. So this first one, the calendar one, the journal one, the dark theme. The milestones in light theme. Oi. I mean achievements, by the way. All this road was about the achievements. So we have all needed screenshots as well. Let's add it here. I will create a clip from this stream, so it is like a long-term video. Or I can just upload it as a long-term video, by the way. So let's upload our screenshots for the French. Let's start with our first one. And it is using the same here. So as you see, I already like understand what is going on better than it was at the beginning. It is always the same. I'm remembering everything during my work. So the calendar screenshot is worse. It's not so sexy, we have less green things here. But anyway, it's not super important. Yes, it's still like very understandable. And the layout is not bad. So let's continue to the journal. Journal screenshot is also not super nice. Probably I could just create one journal entry before making any screenshots, but anyway. And let's go to the dark mode screenshot. And after that to the milestone screenshot. And the last one, health benefits. So all our screenshots are cooked and we can, you know, work on the uploading of those things. So final screenshot here. I'm waiting for the weather to be nicer for me. So screenshots is updated. And we can, you know, export our stuff here. We have added 2 new screenshots. So let's check our iPhones here and let's check needed languages. I'm not updating any other stuff, so I will check only 2 of them. And let's continue. So the amount, we have 3 languages. Maybe I forgot to uncheck something. Yes, okay, Chinese. But that's fine. So let's continue and ask Claude provide the same stuff but for French. App title, subtitle, description, keywords. So focus it. So export is completed. Let's open our stuff. And let's start pouring some screenshots here. So for this one, we have Portuguese selected, we have descriptions here. So let's update our screenshots. And let's upload it just one by one. So the order is correct, because sometimes order, you know, it's not non-correct. Because you are like doing not the proper thing. We also need to, you know, have the support URL and supertracker.com URL as those things here. And let's go back to the app information. And let's start. Probably we need to put keywords here already. So release notes. So what we have here, let's ask to new languages added, few bugs solved to the okay, he understands me very well. Add Portuguese and French. Hooray! So we have all these things here. And for Portuguese, let's copy and paste it right now. Let's actually complete this thing for all stuff we have. So that I will not waste any more time on this part. I have a lot of language, as you can see. That's why the upload process is not very quick, but the application is pretty mature already. That's why there is no need in like very often updates, and that's why I can afford to have something like that. Probably I will need to update, you know, descriptions, etc. to be more sexier, but let's go with this a bit later. So we have all things updated with Portuguese, so we can go back to the information. Let's check it. Yes, and let's add the French one too. So we have like French and French Canada. Let's go with French. And let's go to the Claude. And let's use these things here. So we will have like two very popular languages also supported by our app. So that's very cool. Let's paste the description here. Let's go to this thing. Let's go to French. And let's paste the description. Let's work a bit on the layout. I don't know French, but I understand how to form things. That's why I'm doing this. Seems nice. So let's update, upload the screenshots and the what's new version. For the what's new version, let's go here. I mean, what's new in version. So let's save it. Let's paste the keywords. optimized keywords. So it's really optimized. And the final step is just to, you know, have screenshots here. This is my French screenshots, so let's upload them one by one. Hooray! We have this thing ready to be uploaded for the App Store. Let's also paste the support and marketing URL. Let me check actually if I have something for other languages. It seems so. Yes, for Japanese we can also use the Cybertracker comp. And for Russian. And for Spain. Marketing URL error. What do you mean by that? So no error. Okay, let's go to French. Let's check it one more time. It feels like French and it feels like Portuguese. So everything is just fine. And let's add a build. I don't have any algorithms here. So this is the 44 build of the Cybertracker, by the way. The app is very simple, but I had like thinking about the design, etc., and I was updating it actively. That's why it had this thing here. So we have it for the App Store. Is everything is ready to be, you know, added to the review. So let's go. Oh, okay. I need to enter the privacy policy URL, French and Portuguese. But actually, I don't have this version here. Maybe I need to add it, by the way. But let's try to have it like that. Let's try to add it for review once again. Should be working just fine. Probably I will need to update the trefoil trailblazer side. But let's hope that I don't need to do so. So we have uploaded our build here with the new languages. Hooray, hooray. We can share it for the guys in build and public community. Just because, you know, it is cool. Portuguese and French is uploaded for the review. Hooray! Used Opus for the translations, so they should be fine. But I don't know, maybe not. But let's test it. If the translations are bad, I hope that users will tell me and I will just fix it. So let's also post it to the threads, by the way, just because we can and we should. So we have it here, we have screenshots. Let's post it and let's start with the Google Play console update. We can start with app store pages because I don't have ability to upload the build from the, you know, iOS, macOS, just because I have a build keys on the Windows. So let's just edit the store listings and add some languages here. As you can see, I have a nice amount of visitors from the July because I don't know, I have added a few languages and it's work. Actually, that's why I'm doing the translation in the first place, because it's just improving my performance on stores, and it's not very hard to do. So, let's go with Brazil version, and also, what do we have here? Need to remember. Just joking. So let's have this thing like we had in this place, so that we have the same things throughout our both platforms and not like different one. So let's go to this thing here and copy paste it to this place. But short description is bigger, and I would like to ask it to provide this thing for me. Provide the short description for Play Store for French and Portuguese. Actually, Claude Code is not working very well. Yeah, a few recent times, but it's still like not bad. So we are still using it, and I don't want to pay for the $200 for the Cursor Ultra or the ChatGPT-5 Pro, something like that. Feels too much for me right now. But maybe I should try. $100 is not super important. Also, we need to remove this thing. So Portuguese is added. Icon stays the same, but screenshots are different. And I have already have it. So let's upload them. It is in my downloads, Apple, Portuguese folder. Hopefully they will be selected, pre-selected for me, because I have a bunch of stuff here. Yes, it is. Let's add it. So as you can see, we have updated screenshots. For the Portuguese, everything feels fine. And let's go to the French. And let's paste this thing from French, I mean short description. And the name will be taken from the App Store. So French. Hey, man. So this thing goes here. And the description will be copied from this thing. Let's remove the last segment of this. Actually, in French, we don't have the terms because I don't need them in the first place. As you understand, remember maybe, I don't have any subscriptions for my Supertracker still, but I'm working now on the bodies functionality, the networking one functionality. For the motivational purposes, that's probably will be the moment I will start charging for the subscription, because I will have some networking and I need to pay something. Also, I was thinking about adding the chat, like, you know, when you are feeling the cravings for the alcohol, you can press something like sauce button and you receive some simple help. Sometimes just what you need, just a few words from someone, or maybe even the chat, and you will be just fine. So we have a French one here, and we have screenshots, and everything feels fine. So let's save it. Go to the overview, and let's send these things for review. Probably they will tell me to fix something, but I hope no. So let's go to the all apps, As you can see, on the Google Play it's still not too much, but it's growing, and that is everything I would like to have. So let's see if we have some notifications from here. Nope, it's too early, I think. So yeah, this is the first part of the video where we have worked with the app screens, we have added the localization and blah blah. Now let's work on the new one project. Yesterday I have think of the new project, so I would like to have a new one. It will be an iOS application, very simple iOS application with the companion watch OS application. And I already created the PRD using the Opus. So let's go to the iOS. Let's create, oh no, yes, actually let's have something like tea time app. Maybe it is already like tea time app. Tea time, yes, it is already present. So I cannot use it. But maybe just tea timer. So the app is very simple tea timer that allows you, yeah. Oh my god, we already have this thing. But I still don't actually care. We can create a much better UI, so it's not important. Let's see how it looks on the iOS. The icon is not bad, but the design is not super cool, in my opinion. So let's, just ignore this and let's go with the tea timer application. Let's create it like that. So it's watch app with the companion iOS app. We don't need any tests, so let's just push the create. And let's select the iOS folder here. Do you want to move it to the trash? Okay. So we have created the new application. Very simple timer application. Let's show it in Finder. As you can see, just a few apps native for the iOS. So let's go back to the Cloudy. Let's have a tea timer watch app here. We have a PRD. Let's download it and port to some code generator. So let's put it to the downloads. Let's open the downloads. Let's copy this thing to the created directory so we can, just work on that. We have PRD here, and let's open this stuff in cursor. Maybe I can do this like that. Oh no, it's okay. Let's open this thing and call the cursor. And let's probably work with the codecs for this stuff. Let's ask this guy, to analyze the code base and PRD file and work on the this simple app. Ask questions if you need something. Let's have it like high thinking, because I don't believe in the medium one. I am using the Serena MCP as my friends suggested me, so everything is working better with Serena. It improves the speed of your tool calls for the languages, because basically it is a language server with the optimized tool callings for the bunch of the applications. I will probably post something in the I will drop link in the stream description, or maybe stream comments. But yeah, basically it's called Serena. It's a very, very nice, simple app. So I don't actually. I was thinking about completing the motivational app, but it feels like the tea timer is something I would like to have right now. It's very simple, and I still think that tea consuming and tea timing is something popular in the world. So maybe there is some financial reason of beside just my own motivation to have this app. So yeah. Next, I'll implement the watch tea grid, tea timer and haptic starting the mod on site and to avoid Xcode project issues. So this thing is working on our tasks. We are implementing tea model and library. So let's pause this thing. Like new app is cooking. Let's check the messages, by the way. So some sharings from our tour. I will check it a bit later. So I was motivated from yesterday. Guy that created 6 apps after 6 months. So I just created more apps. Now it is a tea timer with cool graphics and info. And it is also watch OS plus iOS native app. So everyone is also already knew what are we working on. It's also in Codex. I need to post that we are using Codex, but okay, we are using Codex. Who we? Who are we? But anyway, so let's post it here, and let's go back to this stuff. Let's see changes. We have a very nice div here. So as you can see, we have generated UID for the different types of the tea. We have emoji for this stuff. We have some order. We have timer model here as well. Everything is in one file. Feels strange, but anyway. I will check it like in this thing. So this content probably we should like have ability to see the preview already, but maybe it's too early. So let's have a look at what is happening here. If you are good with default T durations, how to dismiss complication? Should I add a basic complication next iOS scope? Yeah, you are absolutely right. I'm like talking with Codex like I am Claude, I mean. So we will have the app that allows you to manage your tea collection, and also you'll be able like to have a timer for the boiling. So maybe it is very cool app, by the way. But maybe it's not, but it feels like something I will use. That's why I'm doing it anyway. And also it feels like it can be very nice from the graphical perspective. I mean, we can have a very nice icons, we can have a very nice animations, etc. Oh, actually this information is nice for me. Okay. We need to wait for a bit. But anyway. I would like to have some residence permit in Georgia, but it feels like I will work on this a bit later. Not right now. But maybe I will like have time right now. I don't know. So we have T editor, we have library view and T library store. Let's see what it is. Looks like iOS TS version 1. Okay, it's not bad. Adjust T for compatibility. So we have, as you can see, we have two apps. We have timer app here, and we have more mature one app for the iOS, so we can manage our T's, etc. from it. We have views, but it feels like we don't have preview. Maybe we should have some preview. I will ask the Claude Code. So, yeah, sure. We have timer app and iOS app already in this project, but need to have sync for sure. Haptics are cool too. Oh, I forgot I can just speak with my code. Also, please add the previews. We are using Swift UI. Yeah. Not like the same I was saying, but anyway. Working just fine. As you can see, the amount of code we are producing is less than with Cloudy, but that's fine. Maybe this code actually will work better. For example, today I had a very nice experience with codecs. I was having a problem with my web application, and I just asked him the Claude Code, by the way, at the first time, and I had a very bad experience. Like half an hour of doing the same thing without any progress, and it was fixed by codecs in one shot. So maybe something is really off with the Anthropic models right now, and they are just not working well. I don't know why. It's maybe this will be the reason I cancel my Claude Code subscription, and I will try the pro version of the ChatGPT, or maybe the ultra version of Cursor. I don't know yet, but let's see. No, so China is creating the without the visa mode for the Russians, and that's very cool. I'm very interested in being tourist in China. I was in Hong Kong, and it was very, very beautiful. So yeah, I would like to visit the China. That should be a very nice experience from the tourist perspective. So I'm going to implement watch connectivity sync and watch using the VC session, update the watch library to consume sync payloads, and add Swift UI previews with iOS use and watch use. Then I will wire activation on app launch for both targets. Seems like very nice plan, man. But we still don't have anything to share and to brag about in the build in public. So let's wait a bit. Listening to the beats. So yeah, it feels like I will pay for the pro version of codecs because I just like the interface. For some reason, by the way, it is laggy on my MacBook right now. I don't know why. Next options, when you want lock screen timers on iOS. Yeah, continue the work. In the meantime, let's have like this. Let's try to build this scheme once again. It's still some errors here because we have some problems here. Let's copy them, and after this thing will finish its job, I will ask him to fix the preview compilation, so we probably will have some preview, and the stream will not be so much not interesting. But the first part was cool. I need to make some clip from it about the localization and name it properly. Also, probably like download my stream, and using the CapCut I will cut something from it and cut the files, etc. So maybe it will work for me, I don't know. I was planning to have some long-term video for 2 weeks already, but I haven't accomplished anything. I just stream. But stream is kind of lazy content because you're just showing what are you working on. It's not super lazy, but still the long-term videos are much better, and I need to post them more. But as I already said at the beginning of the stream, I had a very bad night's sleep today, and I feel not very nice. That's why maybe I'm sound not enthusiastic. But anyway, I hope this thing will be fixed by the tomorrow, and in 1 month and half I will travel to Serbia, by the way, to meet my old friend, and I will have some travel blog inspirations in my YouTube channel, so stay tuned. After that I will travel to Thailand, and I will leave it for the winter. I will live in it for the winter. I am planning to visit Chiang Mai, but also I would like to live in Phuket with my friends and to visit Bangkok and live for a while, because I really like the Bangkok vibes. But let's see. The most important thing is to just, work on my projects and not die from the warm weather. So let's see if the problems are still here. Yes, it is. Let's push them here, so it will be fixed for us, and we will have a decent preview finally. Or maybe not. Maybe they will be very, very, very ugly. But let's see. For some reason there is a lot of advertisements in the Instagram for me right now, telling me that guys are dropping their job and working on indie development. Maybe finally Instagram has listened to my stream and pouring the content I would like to listen, but he is wrong. It is wrong, because I don't like to have more indie content in my life. I am the indie content creator by myself, so the live things are much more interesting for me. So that's why it is strange algorithm in my opinion. So we have 1 hour already, that's nice. So as you can see, we probably fix this thing. Let's have a look. So something, yes, as you can see, it's not bad, by the way. It's not like very, very cool, but it's not bad. It is something that we can show the guys in the building public. Let's maybe go to this thing here. So the screenshot is like better. So it's not bad. What is the tile, by the way? Oh, okay. Also not bad. And timer looks like that. So we have this thing properly composed. So timer looks like that. It is just basically the timer for the boiling of your stuff here. And let's see if we have a preview for this thing. No, we don't have it because we don't have target description. So what does it mean actually? Maybe it is something it is telling me here. Actually no. So let me just copy paste it. for the Tia Timer iOS app. So some errors, and I probably would like to have them solved before moving on. In the meantime, let's tell our guys. So unbelievable. Okay, I will just tell it. So the unbelievable app is cooking right now. I am a fan of tea, that's why I am cooking this thing. Basically, it will be Watch OS with timers for the boiling and the iOS app to manage your collection. Watched by us. So, looks like that. For some reasons, music not working on the full volume right now. But anyway, so let's post it. I hope it is full. Yes, it is full here. So let's go to the threads and post the same thing. Because we can. And because it's not looking bad. We are reading the iOS references and updating the Xcode projects for using the codecs. So probably this is kind of build phases need to be refined before moving on. But let's see. Let me check the crypto in the meantime, by the way. Nothing changed. Okay. And I hate the music sound. I just don't understand if it is here or on my pods. Seems like on pods. Okay, I fixed it. So I prefer to listen music during the streams because, you know, it's getting kind of boring when you don't have any guy that speaks with you. That's why I'm listening to the music. So should be working just fine or not. Let's have a look here. By the way, let's set up the category already. It is not as hell, no, it's lifestyle. And I don't need iPad. And let's see the watchOS app here. Supports running without iOS app installation. Yes. Because, you know, we just can have a predefined timers. So we probably fix this thing. Let's try to see the content preview. Cannot preview this file. Maybe we can preview this file. Nope, we also could not do this. Actually, let me like have a repository created. Let's create repo and upload it to GitHub first. After that, I will fix the preview, and after that, we will continue development. And we need to take into account the localization also, because this app feels like it should be localized. And why not? I'll check the current Git status and remote, then set up GitHub remote and blah blah blah. Probably I just, you know, we have already the repository. So let me stop it and do it by myself. It feels like we are not doing the needed thing. I can just, you know, have this thing. And let's have a commit here. Let's use this thing to create a commit. It is like initial commit, by the way. It's not generating. So I just, you know, use this thing. Okay. It's not like that, by the way. Initial commit. Okay. Let's have this thing and publish the branch. So it's private repository, by the way. So we have this thing. I need to open source something for myself, by the way. Maybe this app is a good candidate because it's very simple and I don't super care. So I still see these things on preview. Try. I forgot that I can use the screenshots. So let's use them heavily, because screenshots are much better than describing your situation using your, I mean mine, poor English. In the meantime, let me check. Probably it is time to order the food for me, because it is the time I usually have a breakfast. I mean, like maybe in 1 hour. So let me go and check. Let's have this thing too. Okay, seems nice. I have completed this order. So I will have to wait a bit, and after that I will pause the stream. Hopefully we will have a preview working already. But maybe not. Inspecting, verifying, diagnosing, exploring. So actually there is just a few errors with the setup. Nothing very hard here. However, the pull down for target members might show difference between how a file access for ultimately I believe replacing. So maybe it is like a group problem, app group. I need to add them manually maybe. Let's check the notifications. And let's maybe have a look by ourselves. So maybe we should add the group, I don't know. But they are separate apps. Active themes head, the toolbar scheme to Tita. Oh, maybe this thing. So I'm super dumb. But I am not like a very experienced developer with the companion apps plus the actual iOS app. That's why I haven't catched it quickly. But that's fine, like 2-3 minutes wasted on something like that. It's not super big deal for me. So let's have a preview here, and then on T editor, and then we continue development. after maybe some commits if we have some changes. No, we don't. So let's wait until this build things is working. We are initializing stuff here. Some data store, some build things for the Xcode. So let's work on that. Let's also, okay, now I will not do this right now. So settings, very strange settings by the way. Maybe I don't need them at all. Let's have a T editor settings and library review too. Let's check these things before moving on, because maybe it is very ugly. So we have an edit T functionality, very cool. Let's have a screenshot and let's see the library review also. So nice. So what is next for us? Let's post it. So it is happening right now. The app is almost ready to be published. And I am having a live stream of that thing. So maybe someone will have a look, I don't know. But anyway, as an indie developer or content creator or something like that, you need to constantly post about yourself until you become someone. This is my opinion, my strong opinion on this thing. So, GitHub, okay, completed, previews working. Watch features, complication, add widget that launches the app and shows last T. I have shared it already on GitHub and previews are working. Let's work on other stuff as you said. We will also show the temperature, by the way, because sometimes you have different leaves and you need a different temperature for the boiling. So yeah, tea guys are like wine guys. They are just, you know, very selective. So we need, but for the MVP probably we can have a very simple thing, and it will be already useful. Because if you have an overboiled tea, it will taste like shit. Believe me, for example, if you have like a green tea overboiled, it will even be not dangerous, but it can cause some problems with your stomach. So yeah, the boiling temperature is important, and the boiling time is also important. But for the red tea, it's not the problem. Just because, you know, red tea is very simple, the simplest tea you can have. It's like the black tea, by the way. The red is a Chinese, more correct version of the black tea. I mean the meaning. So you wanna watch, you come to my stream to watch the coding, but you are listening about tea. Maybe I need to have a tea blog, by the way. I don't know. I will think about it today. Okay, let's have a look at the Serena project here. Oh, actually I'm not using the Serena, by the way, because this is the fresh one app. So maybe, yeah. Your consistency and effort have earned you this. T-app? You mean T-app? Thanks. So as you can see, the Codex UI is also very nice, but the Claude Code, I don't know why I am immediately and instantly and all the time naming it Cloudy. Maybe it is something in my mind. But it's Claude Code, yes. And I do understand this. So, add widget key to launch the app and show last time it requires. IS quick start, a grid match in watch order, auto dismiss, sync harder in pilot version. In that settings per alert, previews. Work on quick start. Yeah, quick start should be cool. Other stuff maybe not super important. Let's check the T editor. We have a new field here. Let's have a look at T model, by the way. Also, this thing can be like, I don't know, modified with the boiling temperature. But of course, I cannot, track the boiling temperature, so it is something you will track and you will have by yourself, and the app could not help you with this. So maybe boiling temperature is not important, but maybe as this app is like a bigger one app that allows you to manage your T collection, maybe it is just fine. We also can add the photo include to this iOS app as well. Stats. What do you mean by stats? How many tea you have like drink today? It's not super important, I think, to have. But anyway. The watch sync is important, yes. Watch sync. Receive brew completed event. Yeah, I think temperature is the next one we will have here. So we have a home and tea brewed today, and also sync status, so maybe it's not bad. Let's check if we have something here. As you can see, nothing important. And we are waiting for the review. So we probably can have tea timer. Choose your favorite, read description. Probably should have some description about teas, by the way, because it feels like it is important. And we also need the localization. So probably I will ask this thing to localize the app. I mean, using the keys and values already. Just because now it's also not too long, not too late, I mean, to modify it. And we will have more problems in the near future if we don't do anything. That's why we need to do something. Let's read some code, by the way, but it feels like it's very simple. We have payloads used for syncing between the watchOS and iOS apps. And we have some cool callbacks for handling of this sync. So it feels like pretty straightforward, I don't know. But anyway, so some problems here. Let's check them. No exact matches to call initializer. So something is off. But let's wait, and maybe we are modifying the project right now. Let's try to build it once again. But it feels like it's not fixed. So let's fix it here. And ask our guy to help us. So we are investigating our problem. And we probably have a look. I mean, we will have a description for the tea, by the way, and we can edit the description and photo include maybe. So you can have like, take a photo of your tea stuff and track it, I don't know. I have a lot of cans with tea, for example, but I just read them, but maybe we can find some usage of the photos, I don't know. Let's see. Also, we will work on the Firebase bodies for the super tracker today, because networking is very cool. And I would like to have a networking. Also, I will need to develop the Android similar app, by the way. iOS feedback brief. Remote cancel from iOS. Very cool, by the way, to have live activity. Very cool. But let's check this preview, by the way, if it is fixed or not. Maybe it is... okay, it's the wrong thing. I need to have a look at the home view. So yeah, home view is working. And we have sync status, we have amount of things we have briefed already. So as you can see, very nice thing. And let's commit our changes. And let's work on the localization, because it feels important for this kind of app. Let's work on localization. Let's work on localization before it's too late. Let's have an English one for now. So sometimes I'm better at talking with my code rather than printing some messages. But that's fine. So I have a kind of growing up number of followers on the Twitter, by the way, because I'm just genuinely sincerely sharing my journey. I think that's why. Also, all the social networks are growing right now, and my consumers are living in the Instagram and TikTok, so probably I need to pay more attention to those platforms. And I wanna have records of myself, like telling something. For example, I'm not drinking, and here is my experience, and post it to the TikTok or something. But I feel like I'm a very shy person to do this. And today, for example, I am not feeling well. That's why I'm not doing this. But maybe I should do this in this state, and when I will feel better, I will have a more nicer performance of me, and you know, it will felt like a progress, and progress is always like motivating you to have something. So yeah, maybe I will try to record something, but after breakfast for sure. But maybe after breakfast I feel like, oh no, I'm too lazy, my sugar level, blood sugar level is increased, so bye bye. But maybe not. Also, I have work to do today, so maybe I will have a professional working going on right now. But let's see. So we are working on the localization. We are reading the English one. We have the localization for the timer on the watches. and the app localization too. So we have added some sections for what? For the content maybe. Yeah, we have ns localized string. So yeah, this is just fine. Let's watch this thing continue its work. It should be like very quick. I also need to enhance the edit T and add the boiling temperature before the release, but anyway, it's already looking just fine. Evaluating Xcode patches, oh my god. So to support the localized label, we need to like have changes in Xcode project file. That's why. So next one is add iOS confirmation, application, auto dismiss, extra time formats. Let's have quick start confirmation UX. Probably. So something is happening. Let's wait a bit. It's very nice to sit in the headphones, by the way, that are wireless, and you can just move around if you need to do so. And this is not like that for me on Windows. I have these things and they are very heavy and I don't like them in the summertime. It's very warm here right now. But I have AC. So we are modifying the watch thing. So the live activity also will be very nice. Let's implement this thing. Maybe we can have this thing, by the way, looked like that. Not super important, but anyway, we have more space right now, so why not? But for this thing, I don't like it. Also, I prefer, like, you know, layout from the right to the left. But codex is on the left side in cursor. So yeah. But maybe it can be changed, I don't know, by the way. I will find out in the sometime. So we are in some groups here. It says like Xcode configuration. Let's polish it using these things here. Because live activities would be very nice to have. So yeah, kind of that. Can we already, by the way, run this app? Fail to load container, so something is off. We have broken some project settings here. Let me discard changes for this stuff. Because I think it's mainly localization files. And it is not working fine manually. So let me just probably add them using these settings here. Or maybe these settings. Yes, we have English to files localization for both our targets, so now it's just fine. The home preview should be working just fine right now. Let's go back to the codecs. We are improving the app to support live activity. That would be very nice thing to have. So you can see the timer on the iOS, and they will be synced like on the watch OS and iOS as well. So the preview is like trying to be built, but still without any luck. Let's see our problems here. Oh, maybe it is because we are brewing it right now, so nothing important. Let's wait a bit then. Let's close this thing. We have it saved, as I remember. So besides Cybertracker, I don't have plans to, localize a lot of things. I mainly support English, Spanish, and Chinese, because this is the most popular languages all around the world. But for some apps where I see like some more additional traction, I am localizing it more. For example, I have very nice Korean numbers for the Cybertracker in Android. Also, I think in Korea, the Android is very popular because they have, Samsung. Samsung is a Korean. And when I was in Korea, there were a lot of guys using the Samsung stuff. So maybe for the Android, there is a point to, work on the Korean localization. Maybe there is no such point for the iOS, but for Android for sure. But it's just, I'm extrapolating, watching the one app. Maybe it is wrong idea. It is almost always a wrong idea. So as you can see, we have localized strings here, so everything is localized. Soon I will turn off the stream, sorry, because I will need to have a dinner, breakfast. That's why I will need to pause my stream, but I will continue. So let's try to build this stuff on the emulator. I have plus maybe, yes, running right now. Let's try to build it and run it on it. So it succeeded already. And we are installing it. So the delivering is almost starting to working. And I will need to go out in the very short amount of time. So actually, let me finish the stream for now, and I will continue it after some small pause. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day, and have a nice evening, etc., beginning of the day, and blah blah blah.